Okay, so one day in November, Bryn and Luke cut some branches off some trees. The group frequency diagram shows the diameters of the branches they cut. Okay, so there's branches cut by Bryn and branches cut by Luke. So remember in the last question I mentioned frequency diagrams, right? You know, so they're kind of like bar charts, okay? So if you see that, diagrams, you're going to have bars, okay? Whereas if it says polygons, it's like a line graph, isn't it? So now it says here, part A, how many of the branches that Luke cut had diameters between 10 and 30? So if we look at Luke's bar chart or group frequency diagram here, right? Between 10 and 30, okay, it would basically be everything here, wouldn't it? Those two bars there. And if you think about it, you just need to work out the total frequency in each bar, so between 10 and 30. So the first bar, frequency is 30, isn't it? Okay, 30 there, in between 20 and 40. Second bar, frequency is 70, isn't it? Okay, between 60 and 80 is 70. So you get a total frequency then of 100, right? Part B then, it says, who cut more of the branches with greater diameters on this day? Give a reason for your answer. Well, you can see here the greater diameters, right? Well, if you look at the greater diameters, if you think of it as this sort of range here between 30 and 40 millimeters, because they'd be the greatest diameters, wouldn't they? You can see here that Bryn has cut more, haven't you? Hasn't it? So between 30 and 40 millimeters, Bryn has cut 40 and Luke has cut 20. So who cut more? Well, clearly Bryn cut more, the greater diameters, yeah? Calculate then, it says part C, an estimate for the mean diameter of all the branches that Bryn cut on this day. So we'll be back to Bryn's graph here, and they want us to work out the mean, right? So with 5 marks, a lot of marks, right? And it says estimate as well, right? So we can't necessarily get this right. And we can't comment because if we look at this first bar here, we've got a total, and we've got 10, haven't we? We've got 10 trees here that are diameter between 0 and 10 millimeters. But we don't know the exact measure, we just know it's between 0 and 10, okay? So what you do is you choose an estimate, you go in the middle, okay? You always go in the middle, just like in the frequency polygon question. You go in the middle here, and you try 5, right? Okay, that would represent this group, wouldn't it? If you think about it, it's sensible, isn't it? Between 0 and 10 millimeters with those cuts, 5 millimeters is a sensible average, isn't it? So you always go in the middle. The middle here is going to be 15, the middle there is going to be 25, and the middle here is going to be 35. Okay, so then you've got the trees here, cuts here representing 5 millimeters, but you've got 10 of them. So you're going to have 10 times 5. This group here, representing 15 millimeters, there's 30 of them. This group then, representing 25 millimeters, there are 70 of them. This group here, representing 35 millimeters, there's 40 of them. So, you work this out. Of course, don't forget then, you need to divide, okay, by the total amount, okay? You need to divide by how many trees were cut in total, okay, to get the average diameter. So how many trees were cut in total? Well, you can get that from the bars, the heights of the bars. You've got 10 here. You've got 30 there. You've got 70 there. You've got 40 here. So I'm going to just write it like that. I'm not going to work it out as such. Just going to write down the answers here. I'm going to work out the top now. You use your calculator. 10 times 5 is 50. 30 times 15, okay. Again, you could use your calculator on that, right? 70 times 25, okay, let's just do that. 1,750. 40 times 35 is 1,400. All divided then by what these are together. So you've got 10 plus 30 is 40, plus 70 is 110, plus 40 is 150. Okay, so there's 150 trees then total. Now, because I got my calculator, I'm going to now work this out, right? So I'm going to put the fraction button, 50 plus 450 plus 1,750 plus 1,400, all over 150. And we get 73 divided by 3, Okay, if I press the SD button, 24.3 to 1 decimal place, and that's millimeters, isn't it? Okay. Then it says part D, the median diameter of the branches cut by Bryn lies in the group 20 to 35. Explain how this can be checked using the frequency diagram. Well, the median will be the middle value, won't it? And if we've got 150 trees, okay, the middle one, the middle tree, so to speak, will be half of that, will be the 75th tree. Okay, so in the first bar, we've got 10, haven't we? In the second bar, we've got 30. Okay, so far we've got 40, haven't we? 40. Now we need to get to the middle one, which is the 75th. But in the third bar, there are 70 in there. Okay, if you look at the height of the third bar, 70 in there. Now, remember we wanted the 75th one? Well, we got, after the first 2 bars, you've got 40 already, haven't you? 40. So we only need, if you've got 40, you only need another 35. And of course, 35 will be in this bar here. Okay, so quite rightly, it will be in the third bar because we would have reached the 75th one. Okay, and it lies in that group. So we can simply say it lies in the bar, okay, or group 20 mils to 30 mils, because we reach the 75th tree in there, tree cut in there.